Welcome back, adventurers. Today, I have a chilling tale that will send shivers down your spine. Grab your torches and diamond swords because we're diving into the dark and eerie world of Minecraft. This is the story of the haunting of the abandoned village. It all began on a foggy night in a survival world, just like any other. Steve had been exploring the vast wilderness, searching for new resources and hidden treasures. As the sun began to set, he stumbled upon an old, abandoned village nestled deep within a dense forest. The buildings were dilapidated, overgrown with vines, and the only sound was the eerie creaking of the wooden structures swaying in the wind. Steve decided to take shelter for the night, thinking it was just another village that had been left behind. He found a small house with a dusty bed, set down his belongings, and settled in. As he drifted off to sleep, he heard faint whispers echoing through the walls. He dismissed it as the wind playing tricks on him, but the whispers grew louder, more insistent. Suddenly, Steve was jolted awake by the sound of footsteps outside. He peered through the cracked window but saw nothing, just the dark, empty streets of the village. He decided to investigate, thinking it might be a wandering mob. Armed with his sword, he cautiously stepped outside. The village was eerily quiet, the fog thickening around him. As he wandered through the narrow pathways, he noticed something strange. Each house had a door slightly ajar, and every window had a pair of glowing red eyes staring back at him, only to disappear when he blinked. Panic set in as Steve realized he was not alone. He ran back to the house he had claimed for the night, but the whispers followed him, growing louder, now almost a chant. The once empty village was now filled with shadowy figures, their eyes glowing red, closing in on him from all sides. Desperately, he tried to escape, but the village seemed to have no end, the paths looping back to where he started. In a last-ditch effort, Steve climbed to the top of a bell tower, hoping to get a better view and find a way out. But as he reached the top, he was met with a terrifying sight. The entire village was surrounded by a wall of darkness, closing in on him. The shadowy figures below began to climb the tower, their whispers now a deafening roar. With no escape in sight, Steve rang the bell in a futile attempt to ward off the darkness. But as the bell tolled, the figures swarmed the tower, and everything went black. Steve was never seen again. But some say that if you venture into the forest on a foggy night, you can still hear the echoes of that bell ringing through the trees, and the whispers of the cursed villagers calling out for their next victim. And that's the end of today's story. Remember, not all abandoned villages are as empty as they seem. If you enjoyed this tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next terrifying adventure. Stay safe out there, and happy mining!